let this moment go.
Hi everyone, welcome to another edition of Home Buying 101. Did you know that between May of 2022 and May of 2023, over 1.57 billion euros was invested into Greece's real estate market purely for the permanent residency program? I'm Prashant Kalra and I'm the co-founder of TPB, and we showcase luxury homes in Greece, Goa and many other countries. So today I'm going to talk to you about why Greece is booming, and I'm going to give you some bit of a crash course on everything that you need to know about what's happening and how it works. So let's get started. It's very simple. Invest 250,000 euros into a home in Greece, and the Greek government says thank you by letting you live there for life. It covers you, it covers your spouse, it covers your parents, and it even covers your kids who are under the age of 21. So Greece, as you know, is a Schengen country. So once you have permanent residency in Greece, you also become entitled to visa-free travel through all the other Schengen countries of the European Union. So whether you want to spend a weekend in France, you want a holiday at Ibiza, you want to go to Lake Como, it's all totally accessible and you don't need a visa for any of this travel. Another reason why it's very popular is because the entry barrier is still relatively low, which is 250,000 euros. Portugal, when it was running its program, was running at 500,000 euros as a minimum investment. Portugal is now discontinuing its program. Spain is expected to follow suit. And Greece, in the meanwhile, is still raking it in and has become extremely popular, primarily also because there's not a lot of competition from other countries within Schengen Europe. One of the other reasons why Greece's PR program is extremely popular is because it really doesn't have a minimum stay requirement. You have to show up once every 5 years. That's it. You don't have to spend 6 months in a year there. You don't even have to spend 1 day a year. You have to spend 1 day every 5 years. That's it. Apart from the investment threshold, the cost of living in Greece is also relatively lower than some of the other countries which are offering the PR program or were offering the PR program, like Spain and Portugal. Greek PR also comes with access to free education and free healthcare. You can also start a company and open a bank account for that company in Greece. Here are 3 main limitations of this PR program. One, it doesn't allow you to seek employment. And this is common for most PR programs because the idea is they want you to come in, they want you to set up businesses, and they want you to generate employment as opposed to taking employment away from the Greek population. And that's totally understandable. The second limitation is, and this is something that people get confused about, getting PR does not mean that you get a passport. They are two very different things. Getting a PR can be a starting point for you to earn passports in a foreign country, but it does not equate to the same. For example, in Greece, once you get the PR, if you satisfy certain criteria, after 7 years, you can apply for a Greek passport. But you have to follow that criteria very rigidly, and it's not an instantaneous process. So, in short, getting a PR can be a stepping stone towards getting a passport, but it is definitely not the same thing. Third, it doesn't mean that if you have Greek PR, you can start living in Italy permanently. The Greek PR allows you to live in Greece permanently. It gives you visa-free travel to other countries, but there is a limitation on how much time you can spend in these other countries. So don't look at it as if, oh, fine, I'm going to take this Greek PR, I'm going to go rent a place somewhere in Switzerland, and I'm going to spend the rest of my life there. It's not going to work. You will be allowed to spend up to 6 months a year in other EU countries which are part of the Schengen zone other than Greece. So for example, if you want to spend 6 months holidaying around Europe, that's fine. But after that 6 months, you need to come back to Greece or to India. You can't spend the rest of your life holidaying across Europe. So that's another important factor to consider. Now, 250,000 euros doesn't get you much in Greece. Because Portugal and Spain have been phasing out their programs, there has been a mad rush to buy real estate in Greece. And wherever there is a mad rush, prices follow. So prices have spiked. And because of that, today at 250,000 euros, you'll be lucky to get a 1-bedroom studio. maybe a very small 2-bedroom apartment. But I think that if you're looking for something that's going to get rentals, it's going to get lived in, it's going to get used, you want to be looking at about 350 to 400,000 euros as a good budget to buy something that's actually going to be of use. Of course, there are people who have absolutely no intention of using the place. They just want to qualify and get the PR for whatever reason, and they don't plan on living there. In that case, stay as close to 250K as possible. But if you have any intention of spending any time in a place that you're buying as part of this program, you might want to spend a little bit closer to 400K because that's going to get you something nice and usable. I am going to leave a link to the other video we've done on Greece, which explains everything in a lot more detail. We'll put it up somewhere up here. I highly recommend watching that video because it's going to cover all the basics and all the questions that you may have. But in case there's something that you'd like to know which I've not covered, please let me know in the comments and I'll make it a point to get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you so much for watching. Do click like and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.